We are going to get started here. I am going to talk today about my top 9 fitness tips for 2024. What we're going to do is kind of talk about three categories. Now, the first one's going to be energy/calories in. So we're going to deep dive into this, but I want to give you guys a preview of what this is going to look like. So we're going to talk about the ketovore diet. We're going to talk about fasting, and we're going to talk about tracking. Then we're going to shift gears and talk about calories out, essentially energy, the energy system where you're expelling calories. So we're going to talk about strength training. We're going to talk about cardio and steps, and then we're going to talk about conditioning. And then we'll wrap things up with the final 3 and talk about recharging. So this is going to go into sleep, sun exposure, and hydration. Let's dive in and talk about the first one on the list, which is going to be ketovore. Now, if you haven't heard of the keto diet or the carnivore diet, this is basically a combination of the two. So we're taking the keto diet and the carnivore diet and kind of meshing them into one to really focus in on 2 things. And that's going to be a low carb and low inflammatory diet. So this is going to be the approach. Now, this is going to be high protein and it's going to be high in healthy fat. Basically, this diet is animal based. Now, this is going to basically constitute eating meat, eggs, and dairy. Now, you can add carbohydrates into this strategy here, but just keep in mind that if you are going to add them in and you do over 50 grams of carbs, this will kick you out of or halt ketosis. But it's very good to do this a couple days a week just so you can kind of recharge and replenish a little bit. And if you do, I suggest mixing in a combination of fruit, honey, white rice, sweet potatoes, and non-inflammatory vegetables when you do these kind of carb loading days here. But just keep in mind 50 grams over will kick you out of ketosis, but you'll still be in that low inflammatory diet window there, and you will still be probably in a calorie deficit if you're focusing on good quality food. Now, the benefits of the ketovore diet are going to be weight loss, and this can happen really fast. Insulin control, become fat adapted, basically using your stored body fat for fuel, decrease and elimination of joint pain, little to no soreness from workouts, heal faster, improved cognition, improved energy, and improved digestion. And lastly, like I said earlier, reduced inflammation. So this is really going to serve a lot of purposes that are really going to help you look good, feel good, live longer, a lot of good stuff. Now, we're going to layer in fasting, and this is also kind of in relation to energy in. So we're going to be restricting the energy that goes in with a fasting strategy. So when I talk about fasting, I'm referring to intermittent fasting. This is going to be having a daily eating window plus a fasting window. And the effective timeframes for this are, I have them divided into 3 different categories here. The first one is fasting every day for anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. This would leave you an eating window of anywhere between 12 and 10 hours. This is really good for beginners. I recommend doing this for about 1 to 2 weeks when you're starting your fasting routine and your fasting journey. Then the next one up is 16 to 18 hours. This is what a lot of people do and do really well, and it's pretty easy to stick to. So this would be a 16-hour fast or an 18-hour fast, giving you an 8 to 6 hour eating window right there. And this is pretty manageable for a lot of people. And I like to consider this intermediate. And then we have more of an advanced strategy. So this would be an 18 to 20 hour fasting window. So that'd give you a 6 to 4 hour eating window. This is, like I said, advanced. It takes some time to build up to this. I personally do the 18 to 20 hour advanced eating window there, and then during the week, and then on the weekends, I'll drop down to the 16 to 18 hour intermediate window just to kind of eat with the family and give myself a little more leeway there. And then we have the last one, the fourth one, we'll add to the list here, is OMAD. That stands for 1 meal a day. And this is a 60 to 90-minute eating window. So basically you are eating 1 meal and you have that time frame of 60 to 90 minutes to get all your calories in for the day. So that's a good strategy if you need to lose a lot of weight, or if you're just always on the go and you don't have time to meal prep, or you don't want to make any bad food choices, or if you're traveling. It really works well when you're on the road and you don't want to eat anything crummy. You can just go into 1 meal a day, and that really works well. The benefit, or last one, and then when I'm fasted, I always want to strive for a fasted workout. So this is going to help you maximize your fat loss potential, and this is going to help you tap into those stored body fat reserves. Fasted workouts are absolutely amazing. You have to get used to it though. So you can't jump right into a fasted workout after eating the standard American diet on day one and go into a fasted workout. It takes some time. Just keep in mind, but a fasted workout is really an optimal way to burn fat and to stoke your metabolism. Now, as far as benefits are concerned, same as the keto diet, or ketovore, I should say. Weight loss, insulin control, become fat adapted, decrease inflammation, decrease and elimination of joint pain, little to no soreness from workouts, heal faster, improved cognition, improved energy, improved digestion, and then reduced inflammation. Now let's talk about tracking. So tracking puts everything kind of together when it comes to your macronutrients and your calories. Knowing your daily needs and intake when it comes to calories and macronutrients, and that's going to come down to your total calories plus knowing your ratios of protein, carbs, and fat. So this is a good way to kind of guide where you want to go when it comes to either losing weight or maintaining weight, or getting into a surplus and gaining weight. You can do any three of those strategies. And then I always like to say, treat your tracking and logging of your calories just like you would your bank account. Most everybody knows how much they have in their bank at any given moment. You want to kind of look at your calories a similar way. Know what's going into your body, because it's going to affect how you look, how you feel, how much energy you have, what kind of mood you're going to be in. So you need to be serious when it comes to tracking calories. The benefits of this: it's going to be directed, it's going to be purposeful, and it's going to give a quantitative approach to weight loss, weight gain, like I said earlier, or just maintenance of where you're at right now. Fuel recovery and muscle repair. So this will be how much protein you get into your body on a daily basis. I usually recommend about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Then it'll also help you monitor your carbohydrate intake. And this is going to be important for when it comes to weight loss. If you're going low carb, you'll lose weight quicker. If you're going high carbohydrate, you can be in a surplus and you can gain weight. There's a lot of different strategies to this, but monitoring your carbohydrate intake is really important, just as important as monitoring your protein intake. And then it'll give you precision when creating a caloric deficit, and that's important for weight loss. Shifting gears, we're at number 4 right now, strength training. I recommend lifting weights 3 to 5 days per week, and you want to have a mixture of free weights, machine weight, body weight training, kettlebell, sandbag, anything that's going to basically contribute to external loading. So really any object would work. You can use clubs, maces, logs. Really, it's up to you. It's up to you and the person who's putting it together, and the imagination is really the limit, but it's basically anything that's going to cause external loading, and we want to do that 3 to 5 days per week. Now, the benefits of strength training: a lot of things are going to happen. Increased muscle mass, increased metabolism, improved bone density, enhanced joint health, increased strength and power, better body composition, enhanced functional movement, improved insulin sensitivity, enhanced cardiovascular health, injury prevention, boosted mental health, elevated testosterone levels, enhanced resting metabolic rate, improved posture, and enhanced sport performance. So a lot of good things come about when you're strength training. I like to see it as when you're living and you're going through your life, you want to be as strong as possible for as long as possible. So if you build up a good amount of strength in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, then as you get older and you're in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you'll hopefully maintain that muscle mass by continue to work out, and you're going to be just a lot more functional when you go into those twilight years of your life. Number 5, cardio and steps. When it comes to cardio, I recommend 3 to 4 cardio sessions a week at zone 2. And then you want to strive for about 15 to 30 minutes each session. And this can be done on a treadmill, bike, stationary bike, stair stepper, etc. Just anything that's going to get you moving and get that heart rate up. Now, personally, I like to do my cardio on the treadmill or run outside. It just depends on the time of year, but you can incorporate steps into that as well. So 10K steps a day, make sure you're wearing a tracker, and then the steps done during cardio, if you're on the treadmill, they do count towards that 10K. And then 10,000 steps a day equals about 500 calories. It depends on the individual. And this is a really easy way to burn an extra 500 calories every single day. So this will help get you in that caloric deficit and keep you in there. And it's really important to be consistent when it comes to getting 10,000 steps in per day. The benefits, very similar to strength training, a lot of overlap on each of these. So I'll go through the list right now. Improved cardiovascular health, weight management, increased endurance, enhanced mood and mental health, reduced risk of chronic disease, improved respiratory function, increased energy levels, better sleep quality, stress reduction, enhanced immune function, improved blood circulation, lower blood pressure, enhanced lung capacity, and better insulin sensitivity, and increased daily activity. So doing cardio will help you increase your daily activity, your step count, etc. And it's a good way to get things going and get that caloric burn going every single day. And then lastly, conditioning. Conditioning I like to see done 2 to 3 days per week, anywhere from a 10 to 30 minute session. This can be a mixture of multiple modalities: lifting, cardio, plyometrics, body weight movements, and core. The benefits of this, very similar to strength training and conditioning: improved cardiovascular endurance, increased stamina, increased metabolic efficiency, better oxygen utilization, improved muscle endurance, increased caloric burn, enhanced recovery, improved flexibility, enhanced coordination, better body composition, enhanced sport performance, increased mental toughness, improved agility, and enhanced functional movement. I like to see it kind of like this. If you're pushing yourself really hard in a conditioning workout and it's really challenging and it's pushing you really hard, life just becomes easier. You can push yourself a lot harder when it comes to daily tasks, whether it's work or a physical manual labor task around the house or yard. Having that conditioning and that solid base built up really helps out and goes a long way. Last 3 we'll transition into, and first one's gonna be sleep. When it comes to sleep, 7 to 9 hours per night is ideal, and you want to focus in on being in a cool and dark room. And then I always say turn off all devices or just leave them in another room. So I'll always go in and turn off my phone and it'll charge, but I'll turn off the Wi-Fi and put it on airplane mode so it doesn't ring or anything. But I like to keep that phone off so it's not on and that EMF is not emitting from the phone. Then the benefits of sleep: enhanced cognitive function, improved memory, consolidation, better emotional regulation, strengthened immune system, enhanced physical recovery, hormone balance, increased energy levels, better stress management, improved mood, reduced inflammation, enhanced metabolic function, better cardiovascular health, improved decision making, and reduced risk of chronic disease. Sleep is important. Make sure you guys are prioritizing sleep. It's the best way to recover. It's the best way to be healthy and happy and really have a good quality lifespan there. Next on the list, sun exposure. When it comes to sun exposure, we want to get out in the sun within 1 hour of waking up. Now, this isn't sun bathing or sun tanning. You're just getting out and you're letting your eyes and the photoreceptors in your eyeballs sense that the sun is up and that light is getting in. And that's going to be very crucial to your circadian rhythm. Even if you're in your car, seeing the sunlight while you're driving to work can make a difference when it comes to your circadian rhythm. Walk in the sunlight without sunglasses. So during the middle of the day, if you can get out and go for a walk, get outside, go for a walk without sunglasses on. We don't want to have sunglasses on. We didn't have sunglasses probably until the early 1900s. So it's something we have lived without for quite a long time as a species, and it's something that we really don't need. And our eyes are very receptive to the sun, and if we're blocking out a percentage of that, it can really affect the amount of sun that gets into our photoreceptors in our eyes. So I always like to walk without sunglasses all the time. And then supplement with vitamin D plus MK7 if you can't get outside or live in a northern latitude during winter. Those vitamin D levels are absolutely crucial to living a healthy life and feeling better. And then we want to shoot for about 5,000 to 10,000 IUs per day. Right now it's January in Colorado when I'm recording this, and the sun is not out that long, and even when it is, the angle of the sun isn't enough to really get the benefits of it. So right now, me personally, I'm supplementing with about 5,000 every single IUs of vitamin D every single day. It's something that's important and really helps with a lot of metabolic function that goes on in your body. The benefits: vitamin D synthesis, improved mood and mental health, regulation of your circadian rhythm, enhanced sleep quality, stronger bones, immune system support, reduced risk of certain cancers, improved skin health, reduced risk of multiple sclerosis, better cardiovascular health, enhanced calcium absorption, regulation of blood pressure, improved wound healing, reduced risk of osteoporosis, and enhanced endorphin production. A lot of good stuff comes about when you get out in the sun. And then lastly, hydration. Hydration is super duper important. We want to shoot for about 2 liters of more of water per day. And I like to always go for the filtered water. I'll get it at the natural grocers down the street. A lot of Whole Foods carry water filtration or have water filtration systems as well. You just go in with a big jug and fill it up. But we want to focus on getting out the chloride and the fluoride from our water, along with any other junk in there. Don't drink the tap water. There's a lot of poisons that get into the tap water. We want to avoid drinking tap water. And then I always like to drink from a metal container as well. That way you don't have any polymer leaching into your water, whether it's sitting out in the sun or the water's just in there for a couple days. We want to always drink from a metal container, or a glass container would work as well. And then the benefits: temperature regulation, nutrient transport, improved digestion, kidney function, joint lubrication, skin health, weight management, detoxification, cognitive function, enhanced physical performance, prevention of dehydration, electrolyte balance, metabolic function, and reduced fatigue. So those are my top 9 fitness tips for 2024. Right now, I'm going to jump off the live recording here, and I'm going to take some Q&A from my members only group. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick 9 tips for 2024. And remember, move more, eat better is the best way to improve your overall health. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.